Hello and welcome back to By the Way. We're back with a third episode. I'm your host Tom, and joining me is my co-host Mitch. Uh, Jumping straight into things. Storm Isha, I don't know how you say it, just absolutely battered us. I
Bat-
mean, it battered you
us,
more.
us. There's no us in this situation. I got battered. Nothing happened to you. Nothing.
My bins got blown over.
Oh no,
Like,
I
come
lost
on.
electricity and water for 3 days. We're not on the same level here.
Yeah, it's actually so funny.
Fucking washed myself for 3 fucking days, and you're saying you suffered?
Stinky, but you could have like washed yourself in the sheep troughs, no?
I don't have sheep troughs. Why would I have sheep troughs? I don't even have animals.
It's a pretty shit farm you have
Yeah,
there.
it's starting. I haven't even started it yet. I'm in college to learn how to do it.
You were only ever warm. That's
I was only ever warm at college. It's not even fair.
I got a message at like 9 o'clock at night from him saying it's so cold I can see my breath.
Oh, it was awful. It's awful. I had all my clothes on in bed because it was that cold. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Fucking and this you know what makes it even worse? This absolute autistic arsehole Thomas has the patience of a small child and be like, when are you next back on? When's your electricity on? When's your electricity on? When's your electricity on? Every time I say it's not on, it's there. You'd think they fix it by now. Yeah. Really? Really?
He had no electricity for like 3 days. I was so bored.
Oh,
I
sorry, you was bored.
actually
You was bored in
I
your nice warm house with your nice shower and running water, electricity. You can play video games. You can watch TV. I had to charge my phone in my own car. But you,
running
but
off the
you,
cigarette light.
you was bored running with my cigarette lighter. But no, you must have been so bored.
How many big lighters did it take to cook your dinner of an evening?
But actually, they had these gas ovens where you could put canisters, gas canisters in there, and it would have light little fire. So we had some. I had some carbonara. That was proper nice.
I got to a point where I was looking up when his
He
electricity
asked
would
for
be.
my address and everything, and looked in the area to find out if my electricity was back on. And he texted me going, "It's back on." It was not back on.
uh, I mean,
Absolute impatient child you are. You made that worse than it had to be. Absolutely worse than it had.
oh, it's so funny. I mean, it was a bad storm though. It's like 100-mile-an-hour winds, torrential rain and everything like that. But
I mean, I remember like my nan asked me to start up the van, and when I went to open the door, I almost flew off the bloody hinges. I couldn't close the door for ages. I couldn't close it because the wind just would not stop. I don't know how bad it was over by you guys, but I mean, you guys are actually surrounded by buildings, so I can imagine it was a bit easier to deal with.
well, I mean, our bin got knocked over. A tree fell down my road. And then I don't know how, like I kind of got pushed around a bit. That was about it.
Oh wow! Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry for you, man.
It rained quite a bit. I will say that
It
though.
pissed
It
down.
did
You
rain.
absolutely pissed down by me. Unbelievable. Whatever you're gonna say, I have about 20 times worse off over here in the middle of the boonies.
It's not my fault that you live in a third world country.
Third world, how fucking dare you? How dare you? You guys may have the NHS on your side, but that's all you have nowadays. I mean, we know how England likes to treat its citizens now, especially with what we're about to talk about.
Oh, smooth transitions. Such a smooth transition. The draft.
The draft,
We're going to we're
and,
getting recruited. We're getting
and
drafted.
not
We're
the
off.
draft
We're off.
that was in my house. No, the army draft.
We're off. We're off to fight Putin.
Yippee!
We're we're off. We're gone.
I'm proper
We
excited. Yeah, we're getting. Well, I mean, I should be fine to be fair.
don't worry. We'll keep the podcast on the front lines. It's okay. We'll keep it going.
We'll let you know how the war's going. Actual on war updates. perfect.
How many war crimes we've committed?
We're not gonna commit any war crimes. We're gonna be killed
Us.
immediately. We're gonna be war
You just
crimes.
killed a child.
We're probably.
That's why you're the best.
I guess maybe you'll be better from war because you're a Metal Gear fan.
But no, to anyone that has been living under a rock that doesn't know, the chief of the UK Army just recently came out and said that the UK public should get ready for conscription and get ready, should prepare themselves for war.
We're getting ready to get blown up. Every 100 years, children must go and get blown up in a war fought by
Which has sent
older people.
it sent everyone into mass panic and fucking hysteria.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty normal thing to be pretty worried about now.
Yeah, but like when you realize it's inevitable, this
Inevitable, of course.
it's the Thanos. It's like war is Thanos. Like
So no, it's just every time we put some moron in charge, like we always do. That's why we keep putting people like Rishi Sunak in charge. And that's why war is going to happen because he doesn't care.
But no, it's more to do with Vladimir Putin, who you have Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping. I mean, after saying his name, we're probably gonna get fucking kidnapped, assassinated by the CCP. But
We'll have war.
essentially, global tensions at an all-time high. We're heading into probably another major conflict. But yeah, we're gonna be drafted. We're gonna end up fighting most
We're in the
likely.
prime age to get blown, but get drone striked and blown up by artillery. Therefore,
But what's interesting about it is how this because we haven't seen a conscription since I'm not like a conscription on this level since
I mean,
Vietnam.
yeah, Vietnam. But I mean, even Muhammad Ali got out of he was drafted, don't you?
I mean, yeah, but yeah, like whereas it's interesting to see how a conscription would work in the modern day now because like
you can't really use propaganda against the other country, can you? When you know
yeah,
exactly what's happening in the other country nowadays. So it's going
like
to be a lot harder.
propaganda doesn't really work as much. And I mean, whereas you compare it to the First World War, a lot of it was to do that you're fighting for your king, your country, your empire. Obviously, the empire was it was the pride of the nation, right? It was at an all-time high, and that is what you were fighting for, and the freedom of
The royal
but like
family weren't known paedophiles either at the time.
that's true, and the freedom of the free world, and democracy and stuff. But
This is just the this is a war in interest. Really is.
it is a war in
Like
interest.
Senator Armstrong said, people should be able to fight for their own wars.
Memes.
The memes, Jack. The memes. Yeah, like
But it's gonna be interesting. I mean, as many people have probably seen on TikTok and stuff like that, and Instagram. The current generation is pretty unanimously against conscription. None of them want to fight.
no one wants to fight for a country that don't care about you.
Yeah, well, I mean, if any of you don't know or you don't live in the UK, essentially the current generation, millennials and
We're
Gen
living in the Great
Zs,
Depression.
yeah, millennials, millennials and Gen Zs have been blamed for pretty much everything. I mean, it's everywhere as well.
We've
But
been
like,
buying too much Netflix and Starbucks, so the economy's in the shit.
yeah.
To be fair, that's on us.
So and now
The old people who don't have to now go fight for wars, they don't have to do any of that stuff. They don't have to get to ruin the economy and the planet. They get to sit back and be like, "Oh, we don't want to send our kids to war." No, this is...
well, yeah, because you've got billionaires building fucking fallout bunkers and shit currently going on.
I mean, yeah, but we're just gonna kill those guys and then just take the bunkers. I mean, I'll happily do that. I'm not gonna say you're telling me a billionaire's worth more than me. No way. Yeah, Elon Musk.
But
Tom's a big supporter of Elon Musk with his brain chips.
no, all right. I like the brain chip. I don't support Elon Musk. The brain chip is a cool idea.
You're
I'm
single-handedly supporting Elon Musk by going, yes, I want the brain. I want the brain chip in my head.
I'm gonna upload you into my brain just like fucking Johnny Silverhand.
Upload gay porn into your brain, then. You're gonna be looking at gay porn every day of your life now. Nothing you can do about it.
But yeah, the conscription. I mean, I want to know how you think it would work.
How I would think it would work.
Yeah, or like anything like a global conflict. Like, what are the chances?
I mean, if you're saying it's going to happen, and it's going to, I mean, you've been right about almost most things that have happened so far for these war stuff.
It's true. I am the Churchill of modern day, right?
Or I wouldn't say the Churchill, but you know, you're not very inspiring or anything like that, or actually going to win us the war. You're just good at predicting what the other enemy nation's going to do.
Yeah, this. I mean, it's true. I literally predicted Putin's every move, even the way his plan would attack. But
Almost scarily accurate so far. It's starting to make me think
I'm
you might be a spy.
working for the KGB.
Has every memory I have of you been planted? And I got brainwashed, and now you're having influence over a very popular YouTube channel that has high influence.
I mean, I think I don't know. I think a conscript like as we agreed earlier on, a conscript the only way conscription would work is if
Lack of
the
actual
United Kingdom.
information.
Huh?
It's really just the lack of the information that the public has about what's
What?
going on. But we kind of now have infinite
Yeah.
knowledge of the world around us, so it's kind of
But
normal.
also the only way it would work that you'd get all them current generation signing up to fight is if the United Kingdom was directly
They were,
threatened.
yeah, they were going to start. They were,
Another 1940 scenario where West Europe has fallen and United Kingdom is on its own again.
we're their last standing member. Of course, America not doing anything as always.
But that's the only way I can imagine because who the fuck's gonna want to go to Kharkiv or to fucking Belarus, Minsk to fight?
To fight for not even this is not even for an actual cause so far. More of just oh, we just don't want them going up a little bit further. This isn't
I mean, yeah,
taking over the country or the world or anything. We've taken over one country, but I'm not getting drone struck for that. When they take over
I
the entire world, then go ahead. Yeah, sure.
yeah. If I've got fucking Xi Jinping knocking at my door, then fair enough. I will answer to the call. But I'm not gonna answer the call to head off to fucking Estonia.
Why not?
I
Why not?
do you know what?
Rishi Sunak's told you to do it. Why would you not go and do that? You're fighting for the country that really likes you at the moment.
And then people are saying like, yeah, I'll only do it if the rich kids will end up, but which they will. The rich kids will. They also get like fucking um conscripted, but they end up as like officers and generals and shit because they're just le money, le money. But yeah.
Yeah, they'll end up as our generals and stuff and tell us to go die in a hole, and we'll have to go do it. I mean, I could always just shoot them and get discharged, Or I guess
I mean,
prison.
my girlfriend said I should just become.
Nah, we're the army's more inclusive nowadays. That's
What I know, what I've seen on TikTok all throughout is women going, "Nah, revoke my rights, get me back."
yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't blame him. To be fair, who wants to go to a war and watch a bunch of people get blown up in front of you? Or there, I mean, God, we've played enough Hell Let Loose now to almost understand a fraction of the horrors of World War Two.
Oh, I mean, we'll be used to it then.
Well, yeah, you know why? Another interesting thing about this whole thing is to think all the TikTok warmongers. My little dark age will be playing in war.
Me when my friend gets blown up and there's no little dark age.
I would love to see all the people who made war TikToks be like, yeah, look how badass this is. These are real men. Has they shown videos of like 18-year-old kids getting blown up and shot, killing other
But
18-year-old German kids who probably didn't even know what was going on in their own country.
I mean, if we're speaking overall, there's literally nothing to worry about at the moment. I mean,
At the moment.
yes, global tensions are at an all-time high.
Yes, Black Ops 2 is
Yes,
becoming very realistic. Yes.
it is becoming very realistic.
There
But
is
at the
now war in
moment,
Yemen.
at the moment there is no conscription, so you have nothing to worry about at the moment.
Yes, our 6 English fans. You have nothing to
Yeah,
worry about.
we've seen the demographic. There's
We
only
know
22% of you from you.
we know you're in school right now, so you don't even have to worry about it anyway. Don't worry, we'll
It's
go
just,
die for you.
I mean, it's a Saturday. I don't think anyone's in school.
Yeah, but I'm talking more in general. If they're in school, they're not going to be going to war, are they, Thomas?
I don't know. I mean, I'd make sure.
S-
Like Metal Gear, just like Metal Gear 5, children
Ah,
tell
you
children.
killed a child. Good job. This is what
That's why you're the bird. I mean, it's fine. I mean, if you've played enough Call of Duty, you'll be fine.
Yeah, of course. You'll definitely know how to shoot a gun and definitely want to take basically another innocent person's life because you know that those same Russians have been put to the up to the task as well.
I mean,
And I'm sure there's some
I mean,
evil, some of you evil bastards as well. You're probably actually out there willing to kill people. You're probably loving the idea.
that's probably you.
What do you mean me, bruv? Just because I enjoy killing people in video games does not mean I enjoy doing it in real life.
Then
Of
you'd like, if you like slavery and child and
course,
killing people
do
in
something you
video
don't want to
games,
do. You would love Palwrold.
I'm obliged to shill the game. I mean, it's
Yeah,
such a subtle
you've
transition.
been promoted today.
No, no, we're not. No, we're not. I don't want a DMCA.
Oh, don't
We
worry.
already got a copy. We already got a copy of it last time.
We don't have to worry about DMCA because what's it called? They're getting verified.
Nintendo,
Nintendo are already doing that against them anyways.
Nintendo and Pokemon. Yeah,
Fine.
they're currently they're suing the company creators for um copyright infringement because the PAL
I mean, it
look strikingly
strikingly
similar.
Pokemon, except it's still better quality than anything a Game Freak can produce nowadays anyway. And that's why they're angry because the game is anything better than infinitely most things that they've made.
What I find funny is that even though the developers are literally like about to be sued by Nintendo, which it by the way, get it by the way, it's something to be scared about. Nintendo is probably the worst company you could be sued for. They will
Take
sue
everything.
you.
Take your firstborn child's.
They will sue you, your firstborn child,
Take your
his
little.
child, the grandchild.
Don't
Like
take
they will
your
just
little cousins as well. Don't forget your little cousins. They
like
take them.
you like they're the worst company to ever be sued by. Like we'll probably get sued just for talking about them.
Even
But
mentioning the name Nintendo in content.
like the developers, even though they're on the cusp of being sued, I mean they're so base. They literally uploaded a fucking video saying how the powers were strikingly different, and they just kept calling them Pokemons.
So, what do you actually think of the game anyway, Tom? Because as we all know, I haven't had electricity, so I haven't been able to actually play the video game. What do you?
Well, I played it for about an hour.
No.
I got bored. I'm not gonna lie. I know everyone. Well, I played the Xbox game preview version, which I know is apparently really bad. I know. I'm not buying the game. Okay. But the preview version that fuck off. The preview version I played was horseshit.
It might just be
I,
another game, you know. I mean, I've seen a bunch of gameplay of it. I was watching a bunch of streams on it. It looks very, very
No,
fun.
like I've seen like gameplay and streamers like play it like critical and stuff, and it does look good. But that's on PC, and I'm not paying £25 to buy a game like
To be fair,
I might not like.
it is the most realistic version of Pokemon as well. As it is exactly what in real life would happen.
Use them as slaves.
Yeah, use them as slaves, you know, have them as like farm animals, and also have them shoot guns as well. Don't forget that. If they're not strong enough
But
to
yeah,
fight in the league, they just use a gun.
playing the Xbox version was just so bad. I spawned in, not a fucking clue what I was doing. The tutorial was tiny in the top right screen, so I could barely read it. And then like I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't know what there was story. I know. I just got bored. I
I can't
didn't really
imagine,
enjoy
I
that
can't imagine
much.
there's a story behind the game. I don't think they thought.
Yeah, I know, but I like a story game, which is my problem. So I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it.
Rainbow
I
Six.
know. It...
You literally play Rainbow Six. There's no story behind that game, and don't even say there's a
Oh,
story going on in the background.
there
Okay?
is
You're not actively
six
involved in the story of the game, okay? If there's no story.
six got killed. Six got killed. But no, I don't know. I'm sure it's good on PC. I mean, I'm not playing it on there, but I don't know. I think it's a bit overhyped personally. I didn't really enjoy it that much.
Well, obviously, I can't have much say in this game as I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, it does look incredibly. It looks like something Pokemon or Game Freak should actually take into account. Some of the features, I mean, obviously the guns, no.
Say what Pikachu's a slave.
The slavery, no. But I mean, like having like the more cooler open world. I know they had that recently with their Arceus game, but the more open world, being able to ride around on the dragons and stuff looked really cool. 'Cause I don't actually know any of the names of sorry, not the Pokemon, the POW, the POWs. They call what do you call them? The POWs?
Pals.
The POWs.
Yeah, pals.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, well, the dragon POWs then. A lot of it looked really cool, and I think it's only going to improve if the game can actually stay alive much longer. Because
Wait, it's in
Nintendo,
I think alpha, isn't it?
I
I'm
believe
pretty.
I think it's something like Alpha. I'm not too sure.
I'm pretty sure it's in alpha. Which means it's not the full release game. I mean,
Will it get a full release though? Is the question, or will Nintendo sue it?
I don't reckon it will get a full release. Well, the developer, because the developers are currently making a fucking a game like what's it called? Hollow Knight.
You've been playing Hollow Knight as well, so actually
I have been playing
you should
Hollow
be
Knight.
excited.
Uh, yeah.
Are you enjoying
I don't
Hollow
know.
Knight?
I mean, yeah. I prefer not to speak.
He's bad at games, guys. He's bad at games. Don't trust his reviews.
Fuck off. But Power World. I'm sure it'll be good. Like if it's able to ever come out. I mean, Nintendo's track record of suing people, Soldier Boy.
I mean, yeah, he
It's
did
just-
a console similar. I mean, he didn't do well, so I don't see the point of really suing him. I think the damage was done already.
But I mean, I'm just surprised how chill they seem to be. Like going up against Nintendo. I mean, because they are strikingly similar. Like one of them looks identical to Electabuzz.
Yeah, but he's 10 times cooler because he can use a gun.
And then you got like the sheep that kind of look like Mareep.
And also having all of the, I mean, you could capture humans as well. Kind of forgot about that. Actually, you could capture humans,
I didn't know about that. I didn't go that far in.
and you can sell them as well. You could sell them to other people. Those humans. You could capture humans and sell them. I mean, I saw one where a guy sniped another guy's head off. You know, there's PvP without even the Pokemon. But I mean, yeah, you can snipe people, you can shoot them. And also, they have nice, cool, big, just bosses walking around that you can jump with about 60 Pokemon. I think that's another cool feature you haven't seen in another Pokemon game.
It's definitely got some cool features. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, like the overall world is pretty cool.
I think, I
The
think,
craft.
I think it's just the fact that the combat is so much better because it's, your Pokemon's doing what it does on its own, but you having to
Yeah,
control it. So it's not like that big static, turn-based, fighting that most Pokemon, all Pokemon have.
the crafting is cool. I like the crafting and stuff. I don't know. I think it's just the tutorial. Like for me, like they're whereas you have in most games a problem where tutorials it'll be like use right stick to move, use WASD to move, use left click to shoot, stuff like that. This game, there was the tutorials were just static in the top right corner in very small text, and it was hard to kind of figure out what I was meant to do. In my opinion, maybe you just fucking
Maybe
know
you just
what you're
can't.
doing.
Maybe you just can't read, or maybe it's quite obvious. I mean, come on, you played like Ark, no, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I played Ark. I still didn't know what I was doing for. It took me like 12 hours to find out what I was doing in that game.
Oh, I hate Ark as it is anyway, because you just get sold off to slavery. Wake up,
I
the
mean,
guys just whip you to death, and then or whip you unconscious, and then you wake up in a cage.
that is probably a good way to compare it. If anything, I'd compare it more to Ark than I would to a Pokemon game.
But yeah, just Pokemon and Ark put together, really. With the fact
Because like you have the same like the beasts that walk around, the pals that kill you and shit. But then you can capture them and you can build your base and you can make guns and stuff and you can put those guns on the pals. Same in Ark, basically. I mean,
yeah,
just
basically, I mean, yeah, I guess the dinosaurs you can count as just Pokemon, just less cool versions of the Pokemon. I mean, you
yeah.
can get cool like robot T-Rexes though in that game, but they're never going to be as
Right.
cool as a actual Pokemon or a PAL, we'll say.
They're not Pokemon. They're pals.
Yeah,
Can't you tell the difference?
look,
Can't you tell the difference?
if anything, Pokemon copied Palworld. Okay, like, if the game's better than the original game copied that game, it doesn't even matter. That's how the logic works. Okay, everyone knows Palworld came first.
Yeah, no one checks dates and receipts.
Yeah. Look, all I'm saying is the fans have been doing better for Pokemon than Nintendo and Game Freak have been doing for Pokemon for years now.
That is true. I mean, I've got a strong against Nintendo. I think people who buy Nintendo, like Nintendo, treat their fans like absolute garbage. And the Nintendo fans gobble up. The Nintendo could take a shit in the Nintendo fans' mouths, and they would gobble it up and ask for more.
Oh, yeah, but at the same time, can you really say like games like every Mario game that's released a while and the Breath of the Wild games is a shit?
They they don't have dedicated servers in
Yeah,
2024.
yeah, that's
They run on peer-to-peer connection.
come on, Mario. You're telling me Mario Kart 9 drops? You're not fucking.
If it's got dedicated servers, then yes. Like Nintendo treat their fans like absolute garbage. They produce slop. Like they produce 14 games a year, but like all of them are just slop games and they're just pretty much the same game over and over again.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that's true. 'Cause it's not. I mean, the Mario games that they've been releasing recently, yeah, they have the same kind of 2D and the 3D, but they're fucking awesome. Games every time. I love Mario Odyssey. I want to play Mario Wonder. I just never. But my Switch is now kind of shy. I'm not gonna lie. I've had it since like 2018. It's just running dead. It dies very quickly now. I don't have the
Such
H.
is about.
Fucking lost my HMDI cable when I moved over here. So I actually got an HMDI cable spare for my Switch. So yeah, incredibly upsetting.
All right, well, should we wrap it up then?
Well, I mean, we should actually give our, if you want
Oh yeah,
to me,
well,
and actually give
I mean,
our rating score. I'm gonna give it
what,
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Never
Yes,
played the game.
because never played the game. I've seen enough gameplay now, and also it just shits on Nintendo, so I already give that bonus points.
I'm gonna rate it like a 5.5 out of 10. I know, controversial indeed.
Boo.
I don't know. I didn't really enjoy that much. But yeah. Quickly, if you do want to see us play Kill the Justice League when it comes out, because we did review that game before it came out, and we do want to give it a go. But if you
I
want to see us
really,
live stream, if you want to see us live stream it, please, like and subscribe. Maybe drop a comment
you could see
letting
how
us
bad
know.
we truly are at games, especially Tom. He's really bad.
This is a cap. This is a cap.
You're just better than me at shoot games. That's all.
I'm better than you at every game.
It's just not true. Brawlhalla.
Right, if you did enjoy this video, please subscribe, like the video. It does mean a lot. We do appreciate it.
Truly we do. Right now we are humble because we're very small.
Yeah.
You won't be, you won't be having that for long.
But yeah, no. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you sometime next week. Bye.
Bye.